Hello Virgo, it's Marina from the Butterfly Effect. I'm doing a Grand Tableau Lenormand reading for September 2020, Sun, Moon and Rising. I haven't actually put in Venus in this for whatever reason. I will do your regular tarot readings as well, but I fancied doing a bit of Lenormand today. So, as a female, this is who I'm reading for over here. You've come up literally at the end of the spread, so this is your present situation. Everything else is in your past, theoretically speaking. So I'm not going to get a massive future read for you, which is why I'm confirming I'll do a regular tarot reading for you for the month of September. September 2018 kept popping up, even though I was trying to, you know, obviously ask about September 2020. That might be a relevant time for you, Virgo, just saying. The oracle card that's come through for you is my candy cane angel. It's time for a treat, and this usually comes up when someone's been denying themselves, waiting for the perfect time to, you know, make that purchase, or you know, when I'm at this weight, or then I'll do this, or you know, when the kids are up and going, then I'll do this. There's a constant sense of denial in the candy cane angel for waiting for the perfect moment, and the oracle card for next month is to say it's time for that treat. So you know, no more guilting yourself or restricting yourself in any way. It is time just to you know, take pleasure where you find it, you know, find those little pockets of happiness. The man that you're connected to could be a romantic partner. It might just be a significant other in your life. He's coming through as a friend. I specifically think it's either a gay friend or even someone who may be bisexual. This may be something you know or do not know. So, you know, again, fit it to your circumstances. So as my female at the very end here, with the stork and the child, this I could be reading for someone who is currently pregnant, or they're just very focused on their children. You have actually come through with the archetype as the mother, so someone who's very nurturing, very patient, joy in giving birth to life. You might have a number of children. You might want to have more children, especially with the fish card above the child. And you have dealt with a lot of obstacles that you're trying to overcome. I've got the rhino spirit representing you here, and this is someone who, you know, doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down, you just get back up to really. It's almost it's very earth energy, but it's more Taurian than Virgo. So you may have had a lot of obstacles that you've had to overcome. And I sort of feel, you know, when you come up at the end of the spread, I mean, obviously if it were a personal reading, we would read the spread and we'd pull it again to try and get you a little bit more about what's coming in, but your focus is very much on the past here. Now, and the Virgo reading I did most recently, it was about sweet memories. So there is a lot of reverie, and I am feeling that this switching from summer to autumn, and obviously the weather's changing, it is a time for nostalgia. Well, I don't know, is it? It is for me. Maybe I'm just assuming it is for everybody else. But you know, you might be looking at your children here. There might be some movement with the children. This is, you know, positive upward movement with the stars here. You might even have some children leaving home, and that's why the coffin is above your head. But the coffin above your head, this is what's weighing down on you. Everything else in the spread, you pretty much have. Control is the wrong word, but you have a very you know, cool overview of what's going on in your past. You know, you're able to cope with everything below you. The one thing above you is the coffin. So there may have been an ending, maybe you know, it could be with regards to a child. There's like a big transition here that's come through in the house of the bouquet. So there's maybe been some sort of pleasure that's kind of past. It's not just knighting the child, it's knighting the lily as well. And that is about maturity and peace and wisdom. I feel I'm sort of reading for Virgos at a certain stage of life where there's big changes happening, and it's a transitory period. It doesn't feel particularly negative, but at the same time, you know, all changes are, you know, have that sort of melancholic feel about them. It's like when your kids move from primary school to high school, you know, there's just a change. It's not a negative change at all. Everything that's around you is incredibly positive, bar this coffin card. And it might just be that you're dwelling on an ending here. It could be an ending with this man in your past that you're just thinking about. But you're coming through as you've got a lot of really positive energy around you. In terms of your current status, you've got the heart and you've got the garden card here. So this is you, you know, you might be really emotional at this time. You might be in love. The connection with this man, there is affection, there is attraction here. It may be a long-term relationship that you've been in, maybe possibly no longer. That's why this is above your head. And you're now considering maybe just sort of getting out and about with the garden card. This is, you know, meetings and getting involved in groups again, going to events and parties and dating romantically so. So, you know, whilst you have still got in your mind that there has been an ending here, it is a transition, you are very much, it's certainly for September, looking to maybe get out and about again and look for something that, you know, long-term relationship-wise. This is a struggle for you though, Virgo, because this is in the house of the cross, which is a burden. You know, it's not easy for you. This is a trial. So you might be someone who is, let me just see where you are, the woman card. You're someone, you've come through in the house of the moon. That's someone who's very intuitive. It can relate to work. It's more vocational work than, you know, a 9-to-5 job that you hate. But you might be sort of very, I just feel that you're very dreamy and very nostalgic. And as much as you know that you are going to sort of get out and about, that's what you are looking to do. It is a struggle for you. It really is. Okay. So, as I say, everything else is generally in your past in this kind of reading with Lenormand, which is, but I'm still going to talk you through it because there might be some stuff that you don't know. So let's look at this man first and foremost. He's come through with the dog and the pathways above his head. So this is maybe a friend. It might have been a friend with benefits. It could be even a brother that you're, you know, connecting with strongly this for the month of September. I actually am getting that this is someone who is a little bit, maybe has been maybe a bit non-committal with you. He has got the path here. This is someone who has a decision to make, has a lot of options to choose from, but it's also someone who's a little bit laissez-faire in the love arena, you know, someone who wavers, someone who likes their freedom. It can be someone who's actually unfaithful as well. And the song I got through on this was YMCA, which is super gay. And I'm a sex machine. So this might be someone who, you know, who it needs to come out. You know, maybe you don't know this about them. There is communication coming through here for you, which might confirm any suspicions that you do have. And I think if that were to happen in September, it is going to sort of put paid to some hopes and dreams here for you, Virgo. This is the star card, but it's on the house of the coffin, which is endings. So there's communication here with the letter. Might be a lot of communication coming through. This is maybe someone who likes a very, shall we say, abundant sex life. And, you know, monogamy isn't really their thing. But I don't think that's something that's out there, which is obviously unfortunate in that, you know, if you're engaging with someone, they're bisexual and they haven't shared it with you, then, you know, that's some That's some nasty karma there, which is literally right ahead of this man with the cross. This is the cross that he bears, and it's in the house of the heart. This is like a really heavy heart. So, you know, this is someone who may have a strong affection for you, but at the same time, your, what's the word, requirements just do not, maybe just do not measure up at all. Or it may be the fact that they have to share this information with you is weighing on them heavily. Because in their past and in their line here, they have the clouds, the bear, the mice, and the whip. And the whip, which can relate to coming back around again. It can be arguments, debates, but it can be about sex and coercion. And it just feels like there's a lot of disturbance in this area here. And it's because I think they are conflicted. They've had all this, you know, mental anxiety in the clouds here at the very beginning. This is on the house of the Tower. So this is someone who is maybe lonely or keeps themselves isolated, or you're just in separation from. But, you know, it has created, you know, a real... This is oh gosh, I don't know. This is someone who maybe does actually really want a commitment. I've got the ring up here on the house of Clover, but at the same time, I don't know if they've just got a history that they're not comfortable sharing with you, and I don't know, or they, you know, they do want a commitment from you. They would like to move things forward, but I think I'm just feeling that when this information comes out, if it does come out, it's paid to any dreams that you've had, because you're putting an ending here. Is above your head to the bouquet. So I mean, this is almost like a surprise ending, and it's an ending to the stars here, and the stars is about, you know, your fate, destiny. It's just getting real clarity on something, and it's all change. It's all change because of what this person has to reveal. The rider here, and they're knighting the rider card. The rider can be, it's always in news, it can be an announcement, and it's about a loss. The reason that something has blocked is due to some sort of loss here. It is going to provide some answers and complete clarity as to what's going on here. What I did notice is, in terms of doubling up in Lenormand, when you get a card on the same house, I've got the scythe on the house of the scythe, and that's like, you know, a sudden rupture. This can be about an accident or even surgery, specifically with it coming up next to the tree card here. There has been some sort of, maybe like, you know, surgery to remove a blockage. Might need to be a conversation about that. I do have to say that at some point, and this may concern you, this may have been an abortion or a lost pregnancy in the past. This may be for you, Virgo, or this may be something that this man has been connected with. But the scythe has come up with the scythe, and that's really pertinent. And the stork has come up on the house of the stork, and this relates to birth, especially next to a child. So this connection to do with a child, the anchor here, and the cross almost feels like there was something destined to happen. I don't know if this person that you were connecting with, or vice versa, has had relations with an ex. The snake up here is in the house of the clouds. This is real, like, mental disturbance. This is someone who's very jealous. It's betrayal, it's infidelity, and it may have resulted in a pregnancy which has been maybe aborted. I don't know, but it does seem to involve you as well. And there was a decision made here, and this is very much weighing in this man's head. So as much as he's got the dog here above him, which is to do with a friend, and loyalty, this is in the house of the fox. So this is something to do with this can just be a really big fucking mistake, or it's tricky, it's cunning, it's deception, it's manipulation, and this is what's weighing on him. He's come through as a saboteur. Don't know if I said that. This is someone who's, maybe sabotaged your relationship, sabotaged another relationship. And the reason they would be sabotaging is because this is someone with the canary spirit either, who is, maybe being blackmailed by an ex. But this is someone who's not able to express themselves authentically and who needs to do just that. This is someone who needs to learn just to be themselves. So in terms of his future, as I say, he's got the cross here. So this is his burden in the house of the heart. His emotional state is burdened. He's got some karma to deal with here. And he needs to communicate about a contract or an engagement, the truth of a situation, maybe with regards to this child. And the secrets are around... this is in the Book of the Secrets. This is someone who's very discreet about their sexual behaviour, quite possibly. Could be they are connected with an older person, someone who has maybe even passed, and how they feel about you or their situation. This letter, and the letter is in the house and the heart. So there is communication on this man's future with regards to you. This is where you're actually connecting. But I just sort of feel that, apart from the coming out thing, I think there's something to do with that. But there's some sort of deception around money here as well, money and investments and trading, alcohol even, because I've got the fish, the child, the letter, and the fox. And the fox is on the house of the fish. So there is some sort of deception or tricky energy with regards to how someone earns their money, how they, what they do for a living, their investments, what they spend their money on. And this is bearing down on them again. And the secret here with the book, all of this is coming out. This is like your end result card, the garden. This can be about it's exposure, it's it can be just be a bit about a meeting, about a group of people, about the community in general are getting to finding this knowledge. This is what is going to be revealed about this man. And this is also on the house of the cross. This is a life lesson. This is unavoidable. The cross is unavoidable. Unlike the mountain, you have to endure it. It can be to do with religion or spirituality, but it's really just a heavy karma, and it's unavoidable. I don't think there's anything else specifically. Let me just see. But the thing is, Virgo, everything here is like, this is your present, everything else is your past, whether you know the full story or not. So it's not like I can look and say, I mean, you are knighting the letter and the fish, so there is news coming through, or you've had news about money. You might be waiting on, you know, child maintenance, and there's communication on that. This is maybe someone who has shirked their responsibilities in relation to that. That's something that you've just shut the door on and, you know, let it go. You're not expecting it to come through. But there might be some communication on that, if that fits your circumstances here. I think there seems to be some good news around the home department with the bookie here. There's, you know, this is like your domestic life, your private life. It seems really positive. It's pleasurable. It's happy when it's right next to the sun here. You might even have a choice to move location. But like I say, you're coming up at the end, so I don't really want to delve too much into that, because it sort of feels that most of it is history, but I don't think you know half of it. Virgo. Okay, so let's just take your wee advice card for September 2020. Please hit like and subscribe. If you hit the bell button and fill it in, you will get your tarot reading as well, because I haven't clarified any of this. It's a straight up Lenormand reading. So for September 2020 for Virgo, this female, what is her advice? Honor your inner knowing, my medicine mother, and magic guardian. Unlock the magic within. I'm not really seeing any. I mean, obviously you do have the coffin above you, but I'm not seeing any health issues here at all. I'll be honest. I mean, in the past, maybe there's definitely been some sort of, you know, change in your health, or surgery that you've had to deal with that has created blockages, or it's taken you a long time to, you know, get over. Let's see. Medicine mother. There we go. Take action and do what you know you need to do. Mother always knows best, they say. Crikey, I've got mother here as well. Here she is. This is you. And it's true. We all know a maternal figure who's extremely intuitive and insightful, and this medicine mother has gone through many ups and downs. She has lived and she has lost. She knows what it's like to suffer and to want to give up. I mean, she doesn't give up because she's got the rhino. So the medicine of this card is that it's okay to make mistakes and get it wrong sometimes, and it's okay for things to come to an end. It's not the end of the world, it's just the end of one chapter and the beginning of something new. The medicine mother reminds you that even though you will have low lows, you are not here to suffer. You're here to be supported and to support others. So let her give you the loving encouragement to take the next step forward. There is an old pattern rising up for now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You may have been using delaying tactics or holding back, but now you're being guided to take action, and this action requires courage. But just take one step, and when you do, the next one will be presented to you. That is your Lenormand reading for September. Cannot believe it's September. Virgo, look after yourself. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.